Alright guys, I'm back. And see, I'm in a different location as I mentioned. I'm at my dad's for now. For a week. I, I'm finally reviewing the Cowboy Bebop movie. Oh, it was long. Now I'll get this off the bat. We felt like an extended episode of the Cowboy Bebop anime. Which isn't a bad thing. I did enjoy it. I lost most interest because it was just like an extended episode. Hey, it didn't bother me because the film released in 2001, 3 years after the anime's conclusion in 1998. But this movie takes place sometime before the finale. So if you want to see my review on Cowboy Bebop, you could go to this video, go check that out. I give my thoughts on the characters. I also did a review on the live action series on my main channel, Time World 18. Check that out too. So wrapping up the Cowboy Bebop trilogy. So yeah, let's begin. The film opens up with Spike giving a monologue to himself about something about himself. The whole thing in the movie about not being deaf and stuff. You can hear Jet telling Spike to wake up. Then cut to a grocery store on some planet, being robbed by some guy who was away from him, who was just calling about soup. He has a gun, by the way. He has a bounty as well. Spike and Jet going. Spike goes in for the fun by beating up the guy out on guard. Then walks in with headphones on like his usual self. So the bad guys get annoyed when they ignore him. Eventually he starts kicking their butts. You know it's about Spike's personality by now. He kicks their butts. And this live action series took something out of this fight to change the location. Yeah, Jet rises and helps out Spike. After they took out 3 of the guys, there was a 4th, and he was just in the bathroom having a shit. I'm not kidding, he is taking a shit. Was I'm distracted now. You get the idea. So, yeah, Spike's kind of mad about it. And he pulls a gun on the old lady. Spike doesn't care though. Sees my hand stuff. Eventually he gets knocked out. The old lady is kind of pissed. Who the hell is he? About this movie, there are not that many references to the Syndicate, but there are mentioned quick nods to it throughout the film. Because this film was released in 2001 after the anime's conclusion. Anyway, Spike gives this iconic line, "Just a humble bounty hunter, ma'am," which you may have seen the live action series. You know he says that in episode 1. So yeah. Back on the Bebop, Spike and Jet are playing a Japanese game. I can't remember its name. Well, also Jet's kind of scolding Spike for what happened to. Alex is in the background doing some hacking and stuff. I'm not gonna go over the conversation between Jet and Spike. You could watch it. Meanwhile, Faye's after her home bounty after a young hacker. Is when she was going because he's in the tank and stuff. But when she goes after him, a weird guy steps out of the tanker, and the tanker blows up. And it's supposed to blaze luckily okay, but sees the guy that came out. A slender bearded man with a tattoo on his arm. Anyway, so back on the Bebop. The, the crew are watching the news about the incident. You know? And dinner as usual. He shows up, tells them about her, and says, "What about that's all the news is what happened?" You know, and she gives a bit of an explanation of what the guy looked like. I was able to get a picture of him, but it was too blurry. You know, the crew Spike's kind of mocking her. You know, he cares about him. I suggest tracing over it what he might look like. She knows what she's a terrible artist and they make fun of her. But he's annoyed and goes off. Also, the whole thing with noodles and stuff not going out. So, yeah. Spike goes to get some leads on the event, on some stuff. Even onto the three familiar faces if you're watching the anime, we include old men. I'm surprised they don't even know who Spike is. They've seen him a few times. These old men actually mentioned he's not that he could be a policeman or could be a syndicate member. That is kind of true. He used to be a member of the syndicate, as you know from the anime. So I find that clever. Also, I'd like to talk about. I do have the DVD by the way of Cowboy Bebop the movie, but it wouldn't play on my dad's DVD player. It's crap. I mean, here's the cover, and you can literally see a spoiler for the film here. On a spoiler, that Faye gets captured, and and you look at her outfit. Oh, see, it's open a bit. The buttons are undone on her shirt. Making a jacket. So yeah. Not bins, but Spike's girls at least those are beads. Type of a shady looking a merchant I think he was, the guy with glasses. Probably Spike to that glass shop and just gets into a base. And Spike tries to go after him but loses him. Meanwhile, we see the hacker along with this guy. Yeah. Alright, the hacker has an accent. I don't know if it's British or Australian. I can never tell sometimes. I'm thinking it might be British. I don't know. Also, the hacker's black. Shane never even. It would be interesting to see Edge and Ed go for a hack and, try and hack each other out. Go head to head and hack in. That'd be an interesting part. but cliche at the same time. But it will prove see who's more skilled at hacking. That'd be interesting. You know, he's chatting to the guy with the beard. So I can't remember much about a conversation, but they do talk about some stuff. Also, Jet's trying to pull out some leads as well. As some more police buddies will help on his bounty. Well, what is interesting is they will get some information on some bounties thanks to help from thanks to Jet's connections with the police force, connection with the police force, because he has a friend there that can get that helps him out with some of the, you know, bounties. That's a different guy, but you get the point. So yeah, he does get some leads. Meanwhile, back in the Bebop, Faye is being her usual complaining self. Yeah, but Ed managed to enhance the image without the blur. So yeah, she pulls up a tattoo and shows what the tattoo looked like. Bay picks the one looks similar to it, and he was so this guy whose name was um uh Vincent. He was a member of Mars police special police force of Mars, but he died 2 years earlier. Some reason it's in 2068. I believe it only took place in 2071. That's I might be wrong though. So, yeah. Anyway, Bagel needs to go find the hacker. You know, her bounty. Spike and Jet come back into Bebop. Or Spike workplace and stuff. You know, not looking up anything. But Ed does play something in the base. A small little marble thing we've seen before. What the hell? Yes. So Ed's managed to work out it's dangerous type of chemical compound. Yeah. It's all seen at a hospital, and I try to figure out what the virus was after what the illness was. After the exposure to Tiger affected many people, there was many casualties, but survivors were affected with this. I just feel to mention that. Anyway, Faye goes after her bounty. She finds him in an arcade playing games. Yeah. But he causes a blackout and escapes. Faye chases after him but loses him. After a giant cat head rolled down on the escalator. Now Spike is infiltrating a special company to find some leads on where he might be. So he's self-associated as one of the cleaners. But a woman works by, immediately notices him all the place and they get into hand-to-hand combat. Spike notices her tattoo. I'd like to see how Spike's resourceful in action. He only had a gun about pointed at him. Anyway, he also flipped a token, set a coin. You know, say that she's cute. If he wears heads up, you know, head, she leaves, tails, they go on a date. Yeah. Anyway, Spike manages to run away, escape, even though there are guards chasing after him. My stuff, I forget. Mostly just give it over because this bill is pretty long. Let's see, it has to find his Ed goes up finds the this location after doing a trick or treating. Yeah, yeah, the whole thing's gonna be on whole event's gonna happen on Halloween. Anyway, they told Ed to wait right there. Ed says yes, but as they're going, you know what she's like. She sees distracted and goes off with the other two kids trick or treating. That's so Ed. Faye does a meanwhile doing the Faye does arrive and she's not. Alright. Doing an apartment. Bis, Bis, Vincent kills off the hacker. Kills the hacker. I guess. Faye hears a window smash and goes up there. When she arrives, she finds the guy almost dead, on the verge of death, and she can save him. And the gas is affecting her too. Since and Vincent stops her. Even kisses her, by the way. Even though he was licking his blood. He was licking the blood off his hand. And Bay passed out. Yeah. The Spike informs Jet about this whole thing, by the way. About how security guards got military-grade weaponry, which should not be in the hands of civilians. Yeah, Spike gets a lead on where Vincent might be, but the policeman, because of the tracking, that killing he used earlier was actually a tracking beacon he placed in her. That was pretty clever. So yeah, leads a long chase. Alright, the girl's name is Electra. No, not the character from Daredevil. She's a different kind. Hey, Spike corners Vincent in leads to a great gunfight and showdown. Spike seemingly get a lot of hits in, but ultimately, Vincent comes out on top. Spike's badly hurt. Electra arrives and tries to convince Vincent not to do it, but Vincent doesn't recognize her. I'll think about ghosts from the past, by the way. She was shot, by the way. Spike got shot and fell out of the tram, but luckily he survived. A bit. And Vincent blows the tram up, but luckily no one was hurt. Sort of, I mean, no one died in it. So Spike was treated by some Native Americans. And so there's a lot of conversation there, let's give it a bit. Anyway, Spike and Jen have a nice heartfelt conversation, which could have been a perfect choice for it. And because if it was a multi-part episode, if it was an episode arc, it could have been ended there. I'm just saying. You know. Anyway. Spike decides to still go after him. Other Vincent traces. Spike heads back to some familiar locations. Asking him out. He runs to the same guy again and have a nice conversation. At this point, Faye wakes up. Anyway, Electra is suspended and has been secretly being followed by let's answer that. You know that Vincent was experimented on. His memories were taken. You know, we don't know much about it though. And that Spike punches the guy in the gut. Yeah, I don't know, man. That got me off guard. I said the military show up, taking Spike and Electra into custody. You know, they want to make sure no one knows about this virus doesn't go public. Pretending that it doesn't exist. All those bastards. And they're stuck in prison. You see, Jet really does care about having Spike and Bay around. Aye, after a nice conversation, even a little measure of Julia, Spike and Electra managed to escape the cells. Easily, pretty cool, huh? They escape and meant to be back. Faye also escapes. I'm not mentioning the stuff because I mentioned her shirt was already done. Yeah, Vincent, by the way, used the knife to cut open her shirt. I do not. That does not make any sense to me. Is he a pervert or something? Doesn't look like that type of type. That confuses me, man. Hey, they regroup Bebop with the information they know. Well, Faye's still on there. Hey, figure out that he's gonna be placing the chemical in the jack-o'-lantern. So they head on Halloween night. So that night specifically, they head there. What did you skipping? There's gonna Jet and Faye plan on spreading the chemical out through the rain. I'm not going over that part because this video's brilliant. This is a long movie and you'll just have to watch it. Anyway, Spike runs into Vincent and leads to a great fight sequence. I'm not going to say, but it's brilliantly done. I loved it. Seriously, I loved it. You know, looks like Spike is badly hurt and was it there, and Vincent's pointing a gun at him. It's he has about dialogue and stuff. Well, what did this whole what was a dream and stuff. So that Fletcher arrives to help out. Spike holds a gun at Vincent, and Vincent holds a gun at her. You could there was a scene during the prison that Electra doesn't know if she really liked him or not. She doesn't know if she liked Vincent or not. So yeah, Vincent didn't remember her, but yeah. Anyway, a gunshot went off, and we learned that Electra shot Vincent. Vincent didn't shoot back because he remembered her. Remember the good times they had. Oh, he dies. It's a long conversation there. Let's get over. They, yeah, well, Jack gives some exposition about the whole what their plan was in the first place to get the chemical spread with the rain and stuff. But you can obviously figure that out when it's what they're saying. But still, Frank kind of asked Jack if he wants to go to the go to the track, and that's where the film ends. Credits roll. Again, there's some details I had to skip over because this video was pretty long as it is. So I apologize if I missed anything. If I remember, I probably had to miss it. So, but you could go watch the movie, go buy them. Blu-ray or DVD is available now. It's available along with the anime itself. It's not on Netflix yet. Probably. But it's probably on Funimation now in the US. Because it technically is in the UK, but not the entire season. You get the point. Anyway, so if you want to get a chance to experience the movie, go get either the DVD or the Blu-ray. Either way, and you even get the complete series if you want. So until next time, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. And I'll be preparing to do a video on Pretty Kill tomorrow. Well, today, later, or whatever. But until then, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time for another video. I hope you enjoyed this. So, yeah. Next out.